Hello folks, welcome to the channel with another episode. It's me, Duke here, and in this episode we are going to look at Dredge, a game with plenty positive reviews on Steam. This is a single player fishing adventure set in a mysterious world, and we are going to find out what has happened to this world throughout the story. Speaking of story, Dredge has a cool narrative. Alongside fishing, we are going to experience a short story through reading the dialogues between the fishermen and the people in the islands. We will help them to get what they want, and in return, we will get some clues toward unfolding the mystery. Throughout the game, we will find some bottles with notes left in the middle of the ocean, which are trying to give us some backstory to help us be conscious of what is going on. But with all that, there will be many stuff that game does not point to. For example, the fisherman himself. We don't really get to know much of him, so I'm gonna give this story a 7 out of 10. Also, there's one small twist at the end of the game that not many people realize, and that is that Dredge has 2 endings. But for the spoilers' sake, we won't be getting into it. However, if you'd like me to share them with you guys, write me down below. Yo Duke, what happens at the end of the game? For the visuals and the art style, they've honestly done a great job. A stylized mixture of 2D and low-poly 3D, with the noteworthy colors setting the weird and mysterious atmosphere which the story is striving to show us. Added to these, some well-made sound effects and music makes this game really enjoyable. I genuinely love the sounds and the background music during the daytimes when we are off to go fishing or venturing. The music truly gives the relaxing mood of a fishing game. The only issue to enjoy the daytime is how fast the day ends when you sail or fish. Therefore, I suggest you try stopping for once and do nothing to appreciate the pleasing melody mixed with the sounds of waves and fish jumping around. In the meantime, when the things turn creepy, the game can set out the feeling of stress and danger which lies before us. With all said, it deserves a solid 8 for these two. Apart from the fact I deserve a like too. I'd honestly appreciate that. If you are enjoying it so far, please smash that button below. Dredge's mechanics are mainly divided into 3 sections. Well, dredging and fishing of course. Then we've got upgrading the equipment and the boat itself, along with utilizing some actions and spells as well. As we begin to play, there are small hints showing us how the main mechanics work. The fishing process is easy. You just find a desired fishing spot, and then you start fishing. The map is consisted of 5 sections, and each section will mostly have their own fish types. There are a total of 8 types, and a proper fishing rod will be needed to catch each of them. On the other hand, the act of dredging is a bit complex compared to fishing, but yet easy it is, as this game has been made to go through it easily without a challenge. Dredging allows us to gather artifacts and materials which are used to upgrade the ship and research new equipment. And lastly, a total of 8 spells and actions, which we will unlock them throughout completing the story. There's a little thing you should keep an eye on, and that is the sleeping. There's an eye on the top of the screen indicating whether you need to sleep or not. Now the sleeping will cause visual hallucinations, and it will get worse if you stay awake continuously. We will either begin to see ravens appearing and stealing goods from our cabin, or rocks popping up in the middle of the ocean where they weren't before, or worst of all, emerging sea monsters striking our ship and causing damage, even though they are hallucinations, but the damage will be real. Aside from the fact we will have to pay for repairing the damages made, we may lose some valuable items from our cabin. In my opinion, the mechanics are not really unique. However, they're entertaining as they are pushing the player to set goals and make money to try to upgrade the ship or the tools to better the experience and smoothen the pursuit of the tale. All in all, 7 out of 10 for this one. In terms of gameplay and how it feels to play, I must say without a doubt it is enjoyable to explore this beautifully crafted ocean, at the same time searching for materials to upgrade stuff. The beginning of the game will be most spent on the Little Morrow and the Great Morrow, as we will be learning how the mechanics work, along with upgrading the ship engine to be fast enough to travel between the islands. For me, the story was genuinely pushing me to continue and find out what will be happening at the end of the game. A big proportion of playtime is for traveling between islands and looking for special fishing spots to catch them and deliver them for the quest line, as well as earning some money at the beginning of the game. The money is needed for almost everything here, as always, and I've got a little tip for it. Use the research pods to upgrade the pods and drop them in the Devil's Pine Island next to the shop. You will need time to spend in order to have the pods catch crabs. The best way is board the ship there and use a sleep. This way you'll be able to pass hours in a second without an effort. Wake up and you'll find all the pods are full and ready to be gathered. The reason I suggest Devil's Pine is that island has the biggest crabs and they are sold at higher prices. Same effort, but more money. Some fast money here, unlike the real world, unfortunately. Very well, that's it for today. I certainly recommend this for those who want to chill for a weekend, playing a well-made fishing game with a mysterious short story. I'll leave the game's info down below, and guys, if you like my videos, please consider subscribing to the channel. See you on the next one.